lovelies, and welcome to the ASMR tag video that has been going around at the moment. Started, of course, by Queen Gibi. I will leave her original link in the description below, as well as Goodnight Moon and Tender Loving ASMR, who I believe tagged me in this. And thank you to anyone else who tagged me as well. And of course, look below because I will be tagging people too. Okay, I've said tag too many times now, so we're just going to get straight on with it. Okay, so question 1. When was the first time you experienced ASMR? So, I remember feeling this kind of tingly sensation when I would go and have my hair cut. I can't remember when I was kind of first conscious of it, maybe when I was like 13, 14, something like that. But I thought it was just something everybody experienced. Yeah, I didn't necessarily kind of think, oh yeah, I experienced ASMR, because I didn't know about it at the time. But yeah, looking back now, then I would say I'd first experienced it when I was, let's say, 14. Okay, question 2. When was the first time you watched ASMR on YouTube? So I didn't watch ASMR until a few years ago, actually. I can't remember the exact year, but yeah, I was told about it by a friend, and I remember, I think one of the first videos I watched was one of Whispers Red's videos, which is honestly why I love Emma so much. I just want her to be like my big sister. But anyway, so yeah, I think a few years ago was when I first started watching it. When should we say, like 4 or 5 years ago? Let's say that. What's your favourite unintentional ASMR video? Unintentional. Okay. I'd say the virtual barbershop. It's just audio. It's like 10 years old or something. And I discovered it because of ASMR, but it's not meant to be like ASMR, as it were. It's just a barbershop recording, and yeah, I just find it so relaxing. So yeah, I think that's the one that definitely springs to mind. Name the last 5 ASMRtists that you watched. Okay, I shall have to go to my watch list for this. My battery is at 9%, so let's hope my phone doesn't die. Okay, so I actually watched an older ASMR Zeitgeist video. I sometimes watch videos during the day now, just purely for like entertainment factor. I've become a little bit obsessed. So I actually watched ASMR Zeitgeist's Classic Ear Exam. I watched that. I watched some other non-ASMR videos. I watched Lily Whispers, her French and Italian beauty haul. I watched Isabel Imaginations, her and her cat. That was really relaxing. I watched ASMR Glow Tracing on Your Face. And I watched The Key Salesman from Ephemeral Rift. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I love that Key Salesman. I was expecting it to be like actual door keys or car keys, but it was keyboard keys. I really liked it. Okay, enough of me waffling. Let me get back to the questions. Okay, what is your favourite ASMR trigger to listen to? So for me, it's all about people's voices. So I really love ASMR Zeitgeist's voice. I love Articulate Design's voice. Ephemeral Rift, Phoenician Sailor. I love Gibi's voice, Maria's voice, Emma's voice. So many voices. Yeah, so for me, voice is the main trigger. I mainly watch role plays. So yeah, voice is definitely really important. I'd say aside from that, probably maybe tapping. I quite like tapping on like wooden things, bottles, sort of glass. I like that sort of sound. So yeah, there we go. What is your least favourite trigger to listen to? And do it. Okay, my least favourite trigger to listen to is probably mouth sounds. I get asked to do them all the time. Mouth sounds, kissing sounds, ear eating sounds. Oh, no, it's not my favourite thing. And I have to do it now. So a sound that I really don't like is this kind of sound. Oh, no, I really don't like it. I really don't like that. I don't like people eating really noisily, so that just reminds me of that. I don't find it very relaxing. Okay, so how long does it take you to make a video? So typically if I have an idea in my head and it doesn't require me to go out and buy a costume or any props, then it could take me, how long does it say? How long does it take you? Maybe like an hour to make a video. Obviously I need to set up everything, like none of my filming equipment stays set up, so I have to put it up every time I film. And the editing itself can take a few hours. So I'd say in total a few hours, but something like my air stewardess video, that took a few days because I had to wait for costumes and I had to film voiceovers for it and do green screening. When you green screen it takes like a lot longer, so yeah, a few hours, or sometimes with things more advanced it can be a few days. Have you ever gotten tingles from your own videos? No. Although I did find on my air video the safety video bit and the captain quite tingly. I quite like that, but I don't really watch my own videos at all. I just find it so cringy. Oh, the next question, do you watch your own videos? No, I don't. I hate editing them and seeing me on them. I just find myself really embarrassing, so I don't really like it. And I don't script any of my videos, so people ask me with the Margot ones all the time, like, oh, you know, did you script it? I don't script any of my videos. So when I'm editing, I can hear some of the things I'm saying and I'm like, Lucy, what are you doing? What are you doing? So no, I don't watch them. What software do you use to edit? So I use iMovie and I use Final Cut Pro. So I only use Final Cut Pro if I do any video overlays, like for my shopping channel video and for my like sauna video, the steam on top. Anything else like basic green screening and all my other videos I do with iMovie. And I've told people that before, and I mentioned it to another creator and he was like, what? How can you use that? Like, it's so basic, in like a really negative way. And to me, I don't think there's anything wrong with using a free program. You know, I'm not ASMR zeitgeist, let's face it. I'm not very technical, and most of the things I'm producing are just me syncing up audio. I edit the audio in Audacity, bring it over, sync them together, and that's it. So yeah, very simple. I would just like to say as well, I'm really sorry for any external noise. I have pigeons on my roof right now. I am genuinely losing the will to live. There have been sirens, and I've recorded this video twice already and I've had to like leave it because of all the noise, but I just have to record this now. So I'm really sorry for any additional noise and cuts. It's just life. But anyway, okay. What time of the day do you film? So I do normally film in the afternoon, which probably would explain the additional noises. The reason I film then is because in the evening I live in quite a busy student area, and all of the students, I mean, they basically wake up like when I'm kind of filming, and honestly the noise throughout the evening, it's much noisier outside, and yeah, I just tend to find that this is quite a good time to film. I'm lucky that I work freelance at the moment, so I can normally schedule it to do in the afternoons. So yeah, I have filmed early-ish in the morning before as well, but yeah, it tends to be late afternoon. What is your favourite video that you've made? So I really enjoyed the first Russian video I did. I did like 3 videos all together and they all did really well. And I think it was like a year ago I did Hermione, and I hadn't seen anyone do it at the time. So I did Hermione, the Russian video, and I did Penelope, which was the android. And I just really loved doing all 3 of those because they were, you know, like full-on characters. But I loved Penelope the android, and she sort of had this quite robotic movement and stare, and I think she'd say something like, "Master, what would you like me to get you?" And I had a pineapple in part of it. It was just really weird. And then for the Russian agent, I really liked that. I can't remember what she's called, but I really liked that, and doing the accent as well. It's the first time I'd done the accent, and we all know my accents can be a little bit off, but how does she sound? Hello. Yes, welcome to this Russian spy video. Yeah, it was quite disturbing, but I liked it, and the Hermione was fun as well. But I've done lots that I've liked. Most of my videos I enjoy doing. I like my airline one that I've done. I like doing some of my Christmassy ones that I've done. Yeah, there have been quite a lot, but those are kind of the ones that come to mind. I did like my shopping channel video. I did like doing that. But yeah, okay. Has one of your videos had an unexpected negative fan reaction? Yes, because I tend to do videos that aren't necessarily run-of-the-mill. I have done lots of more basic videos, but sometimes I like to try and do something a little bit different, and my floating head roleplay got a lot of negativity, and I still get asked to do it, mind you, with people who liked it. Like, I get a comment like on every video saying please bring back the head, but honestly I thought it was such a cool video. I completely greened myself so that I would just be a floating head. I love the hypnosis in the actual video. I thought it was really good and relaxing, but people just didn't like it. Like, they were completely weirded out by it, which I couldn't really understand. And the one other video was the one where I was doing a tribal hypnosis. Maybe there's something about hypnosis and people that they didn't like with me, but the tribal hypnosis as well, where I had the makeup, people called it cultural appropriation, and you know, I just said I was just copying a makeup artist I'd seen on Pinterest. Like, there was no negativity in that way meant at all, but there we go. You can't please everyone. Okay, what video of yours do you think didn't get the love it deserved? So I actually think my shopping channel video, it took me hours and hours and hours to edit. I did like all the overlays, making all the stuff. Literally, if you go back to the video and you see all the detail in it, like, I did all of it, and I was really, really pleased with it. And don't get me wrong, it didn't get like not many views. It had like a decent amount, but yeah, I had kind of hoped it would do like a little bit better than it did. Okay, what's something the audience doesn't know about behind the scenes of your channel? So what don't you know? I film in a little wooden office at the end of my garden, in case you didn't know. And all of the wildlife sounds that you hear are because I have really big trees all around me, and there are squirrels that hop from like this fence and the trees, and then they'll run across this roof with their little scratchy claws, and it will be so irritating, but I don't want to put anything like spiky on the roof because I don't want to hurt them. Pigeons everywhere, literally everywhere. I live near a hospital, a police station. I live in one of the noisiest areas, so filming ASMR videos, I must be crazy. I must be crazy. But yeah, so probably what you don't know is that whilst you do hear some, birds maybe in the videos, the noise level that is actually happening when I'm filming is crazy. But yeah, so it's a lot noisier than you can normally hear in videos. I have to cut a lot out. What else? A lot of people say about me blinking quite a lot in videos, and I don't mind because it can be distracting if somebody's there like blinking blinking away. But I film with quite a bright light in front of me, and I have quite dry sensitive eyes, and I'm actually meant to wear glasses when I look at a screen, and so I'm quite close to a camera, and I'm probably about it's probably about one arm length, and yeah, it actually really dries out my eyes. I put in eye drops before I film, but it tends to dry out my eyes, so if you see me blinking a lot, it's not like I have like a condition, it's just the fact the light's so bright and my eyes are quite sensitive. So yeah, that's maybe something else. Let's just finish it off with a third thing. So I film in a space that's actually like this big, because I have a long desk here and then I have a big chair here, so I literally film in a space that is this big, so I have to be really careful when I'm like doing videos where I'm stood up, because I put pillows down so I don't make as much noise. But I've got mic stands and a camera stand and a light stand. I have to be so careful not to make extra noise. So yeah, just the fact that I film in quite a small space. Okay, next question. What's the most absurd request you received from a fan? So this was one for a custom video. So I offer custom ASMR videos where you can buy videos, and they can be personalised to your ASMR needs, or you have audio, things like that. Normally I do a lot of sleep ones and things like that, just tailored. But I've received a lot of weird requests, and one of them that sticks out in my mind is that they wanted me to find somebody for me to walk over on their back and then pull them along a carpet, because it reminded them of the sounds of him playing with his brother or something like that when he was a kid. And I mean, no words. I've also had somebody wanting a very in-depth version of Pinocchio, which there we go. So yeah, I've had some quite weird requests, to be honest with you, but yeah, needless to say, I don't do them. But they are quite amusing to read. Okay, do your family and friends know you make ASMR videos? So they do, yeah. Most of them are really supportive and think it's really cool. There are a few who think it's quite strange. I think, just as an example, my mum is, always really supportive and proud of me, but she made a comment the other day saying about, but why are you wearing that costume? I don't understand why, if it's, meant to relax people, why are you dressing up and that sort of thing. And what I tried to explain was, because I do role plays, it's like a whole, virtual experience. It would be really weird if I was doing an airline video and had a jumper on. So I think if you don't experience ASMR, it can be quite strange to understand the concept of it, maybe. But yeah, most are really supportive. I don't think there's anyone that I haven't told or doesn't know. But yeah, most are very supportive of it, so I'm lucky in that sense. Have you ever been recognised in public? Well, that's very quick. No, I haven't, and I live in the UK, and most of my subscribers are from the US, so yeah, maybe unless somebody visited or I visited there, I won't get recognised. Okay, what inspires your video ideas? So it really can be anything. It's just my weird brain. I just have too many weird creative ideas. I have notebooks everywhere to jot things down. Maybe I will have watched something and, you know, got an idea of how I could do something like that. It's quite natural as, you know, a content creator. I do watch content, so obviously I must get inspired by others as well. You know, I would like my ASMR standard to be, you know, something sound wise like Zeitgeist and Whispers Red. I just think they're such classy creators, and Maria, I just really love content like that, so I'm always looking to try and up my game and be inspired by things. But most of my, you know, like original character ideas do come from my strange brain. Okay, 2 other questions. Where do you find yourself spending most of the time online? So if I'm not on YouTube watching ASMR, then I am online shopping. So I'm on Amazon all the time because I've got Prime, and I use it most of the time to buy costumes and props and all sorts of things. And ASOS as well for clothing, again because I've got like this Premier delivery and you can get free next day delivery, so I'm on ASOS quite a lot. I'm on eBay buying random things late at night. Late night eBay purchases are dangerous, or auctions, they are really dangerous. Yeah, so mainly online shopping. I mean, I guess, do streaming services count as online? I'm on Netflix quite a lot. I've been binge watching Friends actually on Netflix at the moment, but yeah. Okay, last question. What advice would you give someone who wanted to make their own ASMR content? Okay, honestly, just go for it. I get asked this all the time, and I get a lot of comments from people who are very concerned about, oh yeah, but you know, I need this camera and I need this microphone and I need this light and I need this background and I need this soundproofing thing. And honestly, the very first video I uploaded, and I haven't taken it down from my channel because, you know, I'm quite proud of how far I've come from there, but I started with my, I think it was iPhone 5. I had no external microphone, no editing program. I uploaded straight from my phone with no edits. I'd never made a video before in my life. I had no lighting. I filmed in my bedroom. Literally nothing. I then, after that period, I filmed a couple more videos like that, and I didn't film for nearly another year because I got a new job and things like that. And then when I started filming again, I started making a few new videos, and people had asked me to create a Patreon, so I created one, and with the donations that month I had just enough to buy a Blue Yeti, and so I got a special connector to upgrade it so I could film with my phone and the Yeti. And yeah, that was really like a big step up for me. And I used my phone probably up until a year ago. I still use my phone. I upgraded my iPhone, but I think I had an iPhone 6S, but yeah, I was still using my phone. And I think I did end up getting a ring light. I think that's one of the first ones I purchased. But all I would say is, when you are thinking about creating a channel, number one, don't worry about equipment because you can always upgrade that later. Number two, I would say, don't just create what everyone else is creating. Whilst I do create role plays that are quite standard, I obviously do have other videos that are more unique, and I feel like, you know, I'm probably never going to be someone who's going to get 1 million, you know, views for tapping on a box, because that's just, it's not me really anyway. But I know that I would rather get, you know, 10,000 views doing a role or a character, because that's something I really enjoy. So I would say think about what your USP is. your unique selling point, and just think how you can, bring that forward, because I think, take Gibi with her cosplay and Zeitgeist with, all his sound and everything. Like, you've got to find something that makes you unique, otherwise people are going to think, well, why am I subscribing to you if you're doing the same as everybody else, kind of thing. And another thing I would say, just lastly, is never feel pressured to make certain content just to get views. I get asked all the time to make eating videos, kissing videos, girlfriend videos, all sorts of things, and I'm not comfortable with that, and it's not the sort of content A, I watch, or B, I want to make. And I know that if I did them, they probably would get a lot of views, but it's not something I'm interested in. So I got sucked in once and I made a, friendly girlfriend video. It was more like a friend video really, but I did one video and yeah, it got a lot of views, but does that interest me in creating more content like that? Not really. So all I would say is just be you, be authentic, do what you love to watch, but just think how you can put your own spin on it, and don't worry about the equipment, because it doesn't need to cost you a lot. If you've got a phone and you've got a camera with that phone, you're good to go. Okay. And the only thing I would say, that if you have like a really strong table lamp or something like that you could film in front of, that will just really help to kind of improve the video quality that you get with your phone. So that is everything. Thank you guys for listening, and obviously look in my description below to find out who I tag. And yeah, just thank you so much to Gibi for creating this. I used to love watching videos like this with vlogs and things like that, so yeah, it's really fun that we've got our own ASMR one now. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.